time, I remember KTN was looking for TV hosts. So my ex was friends with a producer at where I work, and he was like, Nimona, WhatsApp status. Yeah, okay, maybe you can try out. So I'm like, cool, why not? I even still have the videos. I was bad.
That you
it was
sent,
so bad. No, even like during the film, the green screen.
Yeah.
So the first time they did a screen test was for news. So I had to read the teleprompter.
Gonna do the teleprompter?
I was gonna do the news.
Oh my God.
It's 9:00 right here in Nairobi, Kenya. You are listening to Dash Dash News. Imagine. I'm here telling President Ruto has just increased taxes.
But also another thing, and I think that's why I'm telling you the point that you're saying, like, it's not the best way you can say, like, I wasn't prepared for this. But you see, this other opportunity came through.
Right.
And it just came from, like, your ex who's like, by this, you just try.
Imagine.
And you can only imagine. And that's why I'm always saying, like, at times, even the people who are around you, okay, maybe it's not working out in a certain situation or thing that you have going on, but how they can just push you. Somebody who can be able to, like, see you and say, like, by the way, that just small gesture that he did, like,
you know, it's a person who sat
changes everything.
And me and my ex had a lot of trouble. Like, I've talked about him a lot.
The person you resented.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And you see, that's
Women.
the thing. Because
the things that you get.
but look at it this way. At the time, I like to, I can't say mentor people, but I like to gaslight myself. And I was telling myself, you know, a man who loves you will do anything for you. So, because he told me, like, he loved me day one, which should have been a red flag. And I was like, no, since we are already here, let me get as much as I can out of him.
Oh, sheesh.
Not financially, but like in terms of companionship, because I also needed companionship. And I'm like, if this is all I get, I'm okay with it.
So what do you mean by that?
So, yeah. So
because we always touch on, like, everything on the podcast, you know, health, wealth, love, and happiness. So when you're talking about that, just a bit more detail for people.
So with this guy, like I told you, I wasn't necessarily interested in him. I actually thought so.
At all?
He called me that night. We'd hang out when shisha was legal because he liked to chew and smoke shisha. So we'd hang out a lot. Yeah. And I never thought he was interested in me. Plus, his friend used to hit on me.
Yeah, so you were probably thinking maybe most likely it's a friend
him.
who's...
So every time we're hanging out, I'm just usually talking to the friend and then conversation just goes round. Yeah. So one time he invites me to his place. I just picked my mom up from the airport. I call my best friend and I'm like, hey, let's go hang out at Drink Up. So I go thinking I'm hanging out with his buddy. But his buddy had come with a chick.
So you're like, hey.
So I'm like, hey,
brothers? Hey, what the hell?
So we end up chatting and turns out he's a nice guy. But at that time, I was just like, I'm not feeling him. Oh, yeah. He's not like, it's just
not your type.
Yeah, like it's not what I was going for.
And you haven't even envisioned him that way because, like, just somebody that I know I see, but I haven't. So
we keep talking and then we hang out a lot more. I'm spending more time with him. And I think also it came into play because I had a fight like with all my best friends. So I had that one friend only and she was in like a serious relationship. So I was like, what's there to lose? Yeah. I guess this is what we're doing now.
I might as well just try.
Pastime.
Yeah.
So while I'm doing this is when I'm still struggling with school. I'm doing pageants. And then when we became like official was like after Miss World. Because like when I was breaking down, he was the one who was there.
He was there for you.
Yeah, to be there with me. The reason I became resentful is I don't believe in I have a type. I say I have a type, but I really just don't have a type.
Come on now. You can't just say you don't have a type. That's ridiculous.
I don't have a type.
Do you like short guys?
I don't care.
Come on now.
I've dated short guys. I've dated tall guys. I've dated, for lack of a better word, fat guys. I've dated skinny guys. I've dated white guys. I've dated black guys.
How many guys have you dated? First of all, slow down.
This could be two different people. Like it could be fat white. Fat white.
Okay, but so it got to a point maybe where you're like, and I think that comes with just even growing up.
Yeah.
And I keep telling like even my friends at times, it's like I wouldn't just pick a chick necessarily just because she has a big ass. And I have friends who can legit, and I'm like, yo, bro, you just picked her just because of her. And they say like, bro, I'm like, so nothing else. And of course, after a few months down the line, I'm like, what were you expecting? Exactly. Come on, like you didn't even see her personality. True. You you didn't see or know her hobbies or get to know her.
And it's the same for me in reverse because I was dating him for the money.
Okay.
You know, like he wasn't giving me cash, but he was making my life
But
easier.
the life is easier. If you need something, in case of an emergency, I get you. Yeah.
So, but then getting to know him, he was such a nice guy and he was a dad to 2 kids. But he had his own skeleton. So there was a lot of cheating involved. The reason I became resentful was because I was giving 100, even though when I came into the relationship, I wasn't at 100. And now, you know, he's cheating like excessively. Because if you're going to tell me you've run through 20 babes in the span of a year, that's mad.
When you're in a relationship.
Imagine.
Jeez. That would make you think, like, what were you doing wrong? Did you ever ask him?
But I spend most of the time with you.
Where do you even get the time, first of all?
Because when are you hanging out with your kids? Because you know the way chicks are
brutal. Yeah. Especially if you have kids, you have to go and give them time.
Who's hanging out with your kids? Don't play with me. I'll come pick up your kids from school and you'll never see them again.
I get you.
So that made me resentful because I'm like, I'm giving you 100. And
it wouldn't work
anyway.
Back. Yeah.
But in reality, it was I'm giving 100 because of what I could potentially get out of him. You know, and that was the opportunities, the comfort, the lifestyle, the partnership also. Because I won't say that I didn't enjoy his company. I didn't necessarily love him. Yeah. So that happened, and then I get the job at KTN. So I'm going to do my news reading. That time I've dropped out of school. Oh, and then like 2 weeks into the relationship, he lost all the money.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like he just did a bad business move or something.
So one day, I'm leaving his apartment. The watchman is like, Madam, where is he talker?
What do you mean, where is he talker?
What do you mean, is he talker? And he's like, mwenye nyumba amesema huko kujalipwa rent, mtu yote anatoka kwa hiyo nyumba siachiliwe aende.
Are you serious?
And I'm like, but I don't live here.
Yeah, I was just coming to see my boyfriend.
Red flag number 3.
Yeah.
So I call him, I'm like, nimekwama hapa down, see you come sort this out.
Yeah.
Comes, talks to him, I'm released. And then I'm like, apana. So I call him when I get home and I'm like, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm at my sister's place. If you're coming back this way, just come see me at
my sister's.
I'm like, cool, maybe it's like 1-2 days. Because apparently he gave the agent a deposit, akaenda nayo, now 1 month's rent. To be honest,
those stories.
As a dude, keep your answer shorter than 3 sentences.
Yeah.
I effed up. Period. Hiyo yote ilikuwa nini?
Yeah.
So he's there with his sister, and shame on me, he's living there like for a few months. So
with
every time,
so now you're going to see
I'm going
to
the sister's house.
Ooh.
And I'm even staying there for a whole week. That's how much low self-esteem I had. No self-respect, nothing. Niko tu kwa nyumba ya msichana nakaa tu. I'm so afraid to even breathe because I'm like, I don't even want anyone to know I'm here because this is so shameful.
You can't even ask, is there juice in the fridge? You can't even...
I don't even want... And even in that house, you know, like the way... And this is why you're told, like, we're all human beings. You can always outlive someone's kindness. You
True.
can... I don't know how it's said. Maybe I said it the wrong way. But someone's kindness can be overrun and be done with.
True.
I'd love to help my sister and my brother, but I have limits.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't admit that.
Oh, no, that's true. You can only just do it for so long.
Exactly. Especially if the recipient is not giving back what you require in terms of like appreciation or something like that. My ex was that type. He's a last born. He's spoiled. He's just disorganized. He's the baby.
Yeah.
So he's just living reckless.
He knows somebody's going to come and take care of him.
He's chewing babe like a whole 3 days. He comes back after
It's not anybody who chews. They need like the ample time. Right? Like, I never even tell people things like people who watch soccer. Nothing wrong with it. Because, of course, we have your Man U, Arsenal. And I'm always like, these leagues never end. Today, tomorrow, and then one match, the next match. And then I'm like, I can't do it. I can only watch something that's short, brief, something like basketball I can watch.
Right.
And then get back to business or something. I understand.
I believe in not being over-invested in anything that's not immediately in front of you.
Yeah.
Or has a future like you're building. So even like when I'm watching series, sometimes I'm like, can you hear me Peter? But I'm like, what is it adding?
You can't watch it for like hours.
Having it in my memory, I'm not writing a book or whatnot. Everything I do is passive unless it has anything to do with me directly. Yeah.
So I get you.
Yeah, so I'm living with him. at
With
his
the
sister's house
sisters.
partially. I'm leaving
Yeah.
home. I'm coming here. I'm not allowed to sit in the front of a cab. I'm not allowed to talk to guys. So I've got the job at KTN. I'm not allowed to speak to guests or take pictures with them holding
What?
me. Yeah, I can't talk to security. I'm not allowed to hang out with my friends.
Wait, these are his
His rules. Yeah.
Now you see that can
And
never
he's
work.
homeless. How am I being given instructions
Actually,
by someone who's homeless?
that's true. That's true. A
And
homeless
me, I'm just
person
following.
cannot give you such rules.
I'm leaving my mother's house, so I'm being given instructions. Going to someone's sister's house to be given other
No,
instructions.
but such things, and I'm always saying it, like, even because at times I've even had like small situations, and maybe because for me, I'm a social person. You'll always see me taking pictures, kissing people on the cheeks, on the lips. I'm having, a good old time.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not advocating for everybody to try this. This is
He
not
has
for
a
everyone.
brand.
Yeah, this is not for everyone. I have a perfect excuse of doing that. But now you can only imagine if you partner with somebody who doesn't understand that.
Right.
It will actually, because like, let's say you've said you're coming to the show and they've maybe checked out like your Instagram and they're feeling some kind of way.
It happened because I was going for a photo shoot and I was like, who was I taking pictures with? I've forgotten his name, but it was years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to Rwaka. I'll sleep at my brother's place.
Yeah.
I'm going for a photo shoot so that I'm just there early in the
Early
morning
enough,
in
yeah.
time. Like, first of all, I don't even care about your brother. He's bad influence. He should be the first person you drop. I'm like,
This is my blood. Come on, what do you mean?
calm down.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this later. But I'm going for my photo shoot. So I go for the photo shoot. I'm excited about the pictures. And he's like, alikupigia picha? Alikuwa na nani huko studio? Mulikuwa tu nyinyi wawili? Hakuna kitu kilifanyika? I'm like, it's just pictures.
And that's a crazy thing.
Right?
Yeah.
And
But
you
I
don't
get
see
you.
this as a bad thing at the time. You're just like, you're overreacting. Or
Oh,
maybe
no.
you love me too much.
What? So you wouldn't, at the time, you wouldn't pick it as a red flag.
I didn't, but the cab thing was the one that was weird because
So the cab thing was
like I shouldn't. I liked sitting in the front because I'm very tall, and it just made sense to sit in the front. Admittedly, even for safety, it's better if you sit in the back. But I like
so
being,
it's back left for safety, right?
Yeah, but I like being very aware of where I'm going.
And
So
at
sitting
times
in
it's
front,
just I understand that's like back in the
like 2018,
yeah,
19.
even for me, remember there's a time like I remember like that was the seat
It
that
was
I
the
used
normal.
to, but now it's if
Yeah.
I'm taking a cab, it's back
After
left.
COVID.
But then it was like
You could sit in the front.
yeah,
It was
and I
normal.
also used to enjoy that because you see everything that's happening, right?
Exactly. And we used to just run in groups. So I'd always sit in the front because I'm taller. So it was like just preset in
Leg
my
room.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I can't, you can't be sitting in front of the cab. You can't be dressing a certain way.
Because the
Why are
cab
you-
guy now will cut you.
Imagine
Come
if I
on.
go somewhere, he'll just randomly, we are chilling. It's like, do you think Nick Mutuma is hot?
Ah,
I mean, objectively, but maybe not for me.
yeah.
And it's like, but si siendo naye.
I think so. There's somebody who got mad at me because they asked me, like, do you think Kim Kardashian? You think Kim Kardashian is pretty?
She is.
I was like, are you fucking crazy? I'm like, yes. I'm like, yes. And they were upset. I'm like, I was trying to just like, even now, I'm like, I was like, okay, let's just think about it. Like children. Where am I getting Kim Kardashian? Where? Kanye West is the husband. Where am I getting Kim Kardashian?
That was his argument, is that he's just a bit too close to home.
Ah, come on.
And you could access him. You see, like me, I want Halle Berry. I'll never get her.
But that's the thing. With entertainment, regardless,
Yeah.
you'll still keep meeting every single different personalities every day.
And it's such
So is
a...
he going to do the vetting process for the
Right?
office?
Oh, let me tell you. If I was in studio and I took a picture with a guest, he'd see, like he'd
You're
held my
lying.
shoulder or my hand. Best believe nimeblokiwa hiyo day. Nimeenda nimenunua SIM card 5. Nimpigie.
What kind of relationship is this, man? But relationships can be silly at times, yeah.
Because I felt like he's the only person who understood me. I was lying at home. I was keeping secrets. I had no one to talk to open up to.
And he's
Like,
there to
You're
listen
the
to.
only person who gets it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how toxic it gets. I remember one time, chicks used to call him. And then I was like, why babe's calling you all the time?
Yeah.
He's like, listen, I just take their numbers for kicks. And then when they call me, I don't answer. I was like, cool.
You
Imagine.
and you fell for that.
Guy. Me, I believe just about anything.
First of all, shout outs to that guy because I've never had that.
So they call me, I don't pick up, and I'm like, hey, if you say so. But she's called a lot, so I don't know.
And then you are those ones of like, but see, I'm with him later on in the
I'm
evening.
like,
So either way.
Yeah, like, what's he going to do? Answer and leave me in the house. So I'm searching his stuff. I'm just perusing, snooping. First of all, when we were even together, I had a dream that there was a babe jumping the window, and then I was coming into the bedroom. So I come and I tell him, hey, I've had this dream. I don't know what going. Let me tell you how life is so funny. I go into his room, I find a button on the bed. I'm like, this is not my button. And it's like the gold button. So it's obviously from a babe.
Definitely from a chick.
I was like, unajua tu kama na mademu wake wanaingiaga kila pahali. I'm like, okay, fine. I can't argue with logic.
Yeah.
So then the phone thing happens. So I check his bag and then he has like a bunch of condoms. I'm like, what are these for?
Wow.
He's like, wouldn't you rather if anything happened, I was protected?
But actually, that's true.
I'm like,
as heartbreaking as it is.
But why are you in a position for anything to happen? No. Unless it's a bunch of dudes who are after you. And you're like, here, get
by there, don't
but
get
if it's
wrong.
chicks.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying, you see, that's the craziest part, like even about relationships. And that I've been arguing about this with some people on the podcast. Like, you need to understand, like, even infections come through couples the most.
Yeah.
Because couples, of course, you're just going raw, right? So if there's a CD evidence in the bedroom, that's fireworks. So somebody would rather be so afraid of getting caught that they'd rather smash another chick raw and come and give you like some fucking infection.
See, the logic is solid.
First of all, you'd be like those ones of like, okay, so I'm mad at you, but CD at least there now. I give you props, but we have to break up anyway.
The logic is solid, right? If you were going to mess up, I'd rather you use protection.
True.
But why did you mess up to begin with?
But it's going to happen though.
What do you mean?
Okay, I understand. No, I'm just saying, I understand. Think about it, like even now how we live, the generation that we're in right now.
I mean,
how many people do you see together and relationships constantly? Like, so if you're just being like an adult, because even like right now, let's say, depending whether you're in a situation or you get in a situation, just put it like, in case if he ever cheats, don't let it take away everything else that you guys have going on. Because if you have kids,
listen,
what does that do to you?
So over time, I've learned something about life, and it's if you have order, you must have order in everything. Otherwise, everything crumbles.
So if somebody cheats on you,
exactly. So if we're in a relationship, you're making a commitment, unless it's open, and that's a different agreement. So cheating is in effect going out of routine and order. Whether you carry condoms today, tomorrow, one day you will slip up, because this is not what is supposed to occur naturally. What you're supposed to do normally is be in a relationship. So that one time you weren't planning on cheating, but you're outside, and it's probably a babe you've hooked up with maybe 2-3 times, and you're like, it's her.
Yeah.
It always happens. And that's why I can't say it's better that if they're prepared, because unless you're prepared, I don't see you packing for your cheating escapades, Now we change the podcast to cheating escapades.
Cheating escapades, yeah, let's go.
So it's like, I'm packing my condoms, my lubricant, and also, a bulletproof vest if the husband shows up.
Some refreshments, snacks,
wet wipes. I'll be back at like 6. I'd never been such an arrangement, and that's why I know something will always go wrong.
But have you been in another relationship after that?
Yeah.
Did they cheat? Did you cheat or did they cheat?
So
that smile just says a lot. You don't even need to answer. It's a smile that I've seen, and I already have my answer. It's like,
I'm very honest about it. It's just, like when you have to own up to your own bullshit.
Accountability.
But it's part of the process. Yes, I did cheat.
Okay.
And
hold on. But you see, that's what I'm saying. At times, we also have to remember we're just human. So imagine if it's in a situation where you're married to the person and you have kids. Because all these things that we're doing now, we're just practicing for the future. Because understand, maybe now in future, you just don't wake up. It's like, I'm going to start afresh. No, you can't just hit the refresh button. No, you have kids. And remember, your kids love the dad.
Yeah.
So if he slips up one time, you're telling me you're getting a divorce?
To be honest, no.
Why? Okay, why not?
Of course, I want to say the typical answer. I hope that never is my situation. But
It happens to
it
anyone.
happens. Exactly.
You've cheated before.
I have, but I was just a horrible human being.
And maybe you're the one who's going to cheat.
Where I've healed and I've recovered.
But I'm just saying, even going back to a situation where you're like, okay, I messed up.
Like even with my ex, this one that I'm saying tormented me.
Yeah.
I've forgiven him because, one, I admit I didn't like him, honestly.
Yeah.
I gradually learned to tolerate him, we'll say.
Yeah.
So he had every reason to feel neglected. I wasn't even addressing what he was dealing with in the background. So I totally understand why he did what he did. And I forgive him for it. I no longer feel like a victim or I was wronged. I understand human emotions are complex and sometimes you find people in such a place. Had it led to marriage and he cheated, I'd want to think I'd handle it the same way I'm saying. But I know emotion, and you get carried away. But I wouldn't say that I'd throw it all out. I'd like to see to think I'm a good judge of character, and I'd like someone to see things from my point of view and understand that forgiveness is a gift. So I wouldn't necessarily leave.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah, especially if it's just a one-time thing.
Don't think.
Okay.
That.
No. Why I'm saying it, because understand, there's so much, and I'm always trying to ask, even other young girls who are not in marriage and everything. I'm always asking them, do you think you're smarter than all these other women who've been cheated on?
Yeah, exactly.
And even that aside, look at the now rapid growth of just single moms, even in Nairobi.
Yeah.
There's just a part of so many kids that they are not going to experience just
true.
having a dad at home. Central, we have the whole alcohol problem thing.
I'm from a single parent home, right?
Okay, now.
And I've
has that affected
it has
how
100%, because when my mom and my dad broke up, it was so messy. So every time, I remember my mom used to threaten me. Okay, my mom is such an amazing human being. I've learned.
I saw you and her crying on a podcast, so we're gonna touch on that as well.
My mom is an amazing human being. She was Hitler when we're growing up.
Yeah.
But she is an amazing human being. You start to appreciate your parents and see the struggles they went through. And you're like, maybe I overreacted.
You understand why they had to do
I didn't
what
have
they
to
had
shape
to do.
my whole personality on one argument,
Yeah.
So my mom used to be so vicious when it came to my dad. She'd even tell him, kwanza ukipata kazi na usaidio babako nitakulani sana wewe. Utakuwa unafanya kazi na upati pesa. So nowadays I'm just working. I'm like, is it because I like my dad even though he passed away?
Yeah.
That I'm not
Oh, he's no longer here.
He's no longer with us. And because I remember really appreciating my dad when I was older. He used to laugh all the time. He was always so happy. But my mom had told me, oh, he's such a bad person. Because my other siblings, we don't share a dad.
Yeah.
And the dad kidnapped them when they were kids and took them to DRC. So my mom was always like, no, ni kwani unakaka huko nje na babako akubebe ukupeleke huko Congo.
No, but she was just afraid of losing you. So you understand.
You understand it. Yeah.
Now as an adult, you understand it was just
true.
What do you call it? An instinct that she's trying to
trauma.
Yeah, of course.
And so growing up without a dad, I can't pinpoint what it is exactly, because for everyone it's different. But for me, I don't have an idea of what a 2-person home looks like. So I don't know the basics of what a relationship should be. I don't know what the foundations of a relationship are. So even when I look back,
how you're supposed to talk to a man.
Exactly. Yeah. And all these things.
At times chicks talk to me and I'm like, how dare you?
Right?
Who taught you?
And it's not about being a pick-me or
No.
I'm saying this so that any man can come. I'm not searching.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want to be married tomorrow. I probably will never get married, and I've made peace with the possibilities.
You can't
are
say
endless.
you've made peace with that.
No, you have to make peace with with what life could turn into. Are you happy with who you are currently? Yes. If I do find a partner that I can spend my whole life with, great.
You seem like a reasonable person, so I don't understand
why.
I
seem like it, but I'm not.
No, you're not?
Let me tell you, when shit hits the fan, I've lost it. I'm out. I checked out the door. Reason is out.
It's like, I'm sorry, the person you knew, this is a whole different person. No, but I think regardless of anything that you've gone through, now with other people's experiences, things that we learned. Because now we're learning so many different things from people, whether it's from TV. Because now with the internet, we have access to so much information.
Yeah.
And I think we can be more rational. Like even for me, if somebody does something wrong to me, I think I'll give it like 1 chance, 2, 3. I'd be able to give it room. And then now if it exceeds, and then I'm like, okay, sir, at least I've tried.
Exactly.
But otherwise it would have been like chambo,
And you always have to do a lot of introspection, It's like, why is this action from this person pissing me off? Can I address it?
Yeah.
For me, I 2 years ago, I came up with the decision that I'll be very honest. I'll only speak the truth. I try. And I'll address everything straightforward, as bad as it feels.
You just say it so that I'm over with.
I'm over and done with it, because keeping worry in your mind is something that I don't want.
Yeah.
So back to what we're saying about having like a dad in a home.
Yeah.
It would have changed a lot to do with my personality in terms of maybe confidence. Because
for sure.
What my mom is never like, good job, you're doing this right. She'll congratulate me when I do something nice, but she'll never be like, keep pushing.
I know how how dads would be.
My dad, even
That's
if it's the driest joke,
what?
He'd laugh, hit the steering wheel, and I'm like, maybe, he's encouraging me to speak up more, do things.
Yeah.
Because I have very low self-esteem, right? So
even now,
I
still kind of struggle with it.
I still struggle with it because especially with like the internet and the job I do, you look at people and you're like, maybe I'm not doing enough.
I think you really, like, anybody who knew you back then, because even like for me, I was just looking at your videos and I'm like, this is really impressive.
It's growth.
Because you used to be like that really quiet person. And like, even for me, I used to gauge like people who I can disturb. Like, so I was like, she just looks too innocent. Like, I just like need too much to her. Like, so it was always like, hey, what's up, Nini? You'd smile. Yeah. And then I was like, oh no, let me not bother this one too much. Yeah. But now, like, how I see your personality has grown, the confidence and how you... And I'm sure, like, even for him, he'd have been crazy proud of you right
absolutely.
now. He'd have been like, what? Absolutely. My daughter?
And I have my dad's voice. Like, me and my siblings from my dad, we have our dad's voice. His voice
strong, powerful voice.
If he speaks, everyone listens. And he's such an amazing guy.
And that's something you are covering. But 100%. Look at it now.
Yeah, and I didn't mourn him properly when he passed away. So I probably mourned him like years later. But I mourned him not in sadness. I'm glad... Even though it wasn't the biggest part of my life, I got to experience my dad and I got to feel the love of a man before it had to become physical, I knew what being safe around a man felt like.
That's good.
What being protected felt like, what being loved unconditionally felt like.
Yeah.
And from the opposite sex, and those are now the things that I look out for. It's less about, who looks good when I'm with them? Can we take nice pictures?
True.
Or who has the most money and whatnot? Because there was a time like my dad was really struggling financially, but he always made sure to see me at least once every week. And he'd walk hours, it doesn't matter.
Make sure like at least
every time, and I was so mad every time he showed up. I was like, sasa nilikuwa na watch movie.
But now think about it now when you've all grown up.
There's no amount of money anyone would give me.
You can't buy it. You can't buy that. You cannot buy that. And now you understand even somebody just showing up for
presence, a lot of presence. And I'm so proud of my brothers because I see them with their kids. And I'm like, this is what we needed. Like, even for my brothers, because I see what the absence of a father in our home has done to them. And to see them try and recover from that and rebuild is something I admire. And I'm like, why would I go and pressure someone else's child?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that also, like, for me, like, put gears in place, and I was like, if you're going to find a good partner, if you're going to lead a good life, because for me, family is a good life.
Yeah,
having a family.
And I think I keep telling people, like, I know, like, now there's all this narrative of like, I don't need a man. Maybe you don't, but what about your kids? Do you even understand, like, like they're missing out on so much.
Yeah.
And it's not even about money.
Yeah.
The same way you've described, it's not like,
it's
okay,
not
I know everybody
money.
says like me, a man has to provide, but that guy just being there.
Because I promise you, presence.
That's everything. Because think about it, like when you're a kid, you don't need money from your parents. You really don't. You don't. Your dad taking you to the park, buying you like ice cream. talking to you, carrying you,
advising you,
advising you.
correcting course.
It's just something like, hey, mama, you got this, don't worry, Nini.
You know?
That's it. That's not money. Money can't do that.
And because I've started dealing with it now, when you're getting some more opportunities, you deal with the trope of she's a problematic woman a lot. So you'll hear asuna venye mademu kuwa.
Yeah.
And for me, I hate that argument because I've put myself in a position where I know I can think rationally and sanely when I'm going to an office setting. So you telling me that is
especially
pissing me
in
off.
a work environment, everybody should know how to behave when you're there.
But when I look at a family setting, there was a time me and my best friend went to Marikiti. We were like, we're broke, we need to start doing something serious. We bought nyanyas for like 500 bob. Nimebana nazo na boda niko Katani, nimesema nenda kuuza nyanya kwa bar. I've had it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I even bought the paper bags, those nylon.
Also, if somebody wants, you can.
Yeah, I was going to pack them. I go, and then I'm like, unataka nyanya.
When the hell was this?
This is like 2019, 2018.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so nimezieka hapo nje ndio ni sort, because, like, I didn't know how to go to the market. So I'm just picking the best, and then I see how much profit I can make.
Yeah.
Hey, my mom comes in and she's like, na imenunua hizi nyanya zote. So I panic.
Just picturing your mom every time. I'm just laughing, by the way.
I'm like, how do I tell her I want to start a nyanya business? Because when I told her I wanted to start a chicken business, she was like, itafanya. Everything I tell my mom, she's like,
It's just like, who's with this nonsense again?
Who's up here with some bullshit again? So I'm like, ni boyfriend ya Joanna amenipatia wako na shamba, and that's how my business died.
Because, so you killed that story
the
then.
minute I see any doubt in my mom, I'm done. But if my dad was like, do it,
he would have pushed you. He would have told you go.
If you feel unsafe, if
you need me to
that's exactly what I needed. My brothers weren't around because they were working out of the country, but maybe that's not what would have happened. But the way I know my dad, if I had told him this is my plan, he would have helped me see it.
Or like, how do we scale it? Like, okay, is this the idea? So maybe try and do it this way and this way.
And I don't blame my mom for that. It's my mom was a homemaker, and even when she worked she worked in the hotel industry where she used to take care of rooms, take care of people, customer service, those things. So she's good with people, but she's not good with the business aspects.
And you know how men move, like it's completely different. So,
and that's my experience. So when I hear it from someone else, I'm like, I can relate. It's okay to hear something and be like, maybe that doesn't work for me. My mom was all round and perfect, and she encouraged me, and this is what my life turned out. Same. I never missed anything. My mom came for all meetings. I was the first person to be picked up from school. If I was broke in school, my mom would send me pocket money. I never lacked anything.
And I think that's also very important to say that, because you see, like, even the role that a mom plays, very, very special. Very special. And like now you also see like where the dad comes in and the role he actually plays. So like now, like, I don't even know how many single moms that I know. Like, it's crazy.
It is.
But then I'm like, all these kids will need therapy in future, because now they do not know anything at all. Because you can only imagine, like, for your portion, you can say, like, I remember he used to do this.
Yeah.
So at least you have, and even memories about him. I had a podcast guest who said she hasn't seen the dad.
I heard.
Did you see that one?
Fuck my dad. I was like, can I curse on this podcast?
You can. So now I posted the same video on TikTok. You should have seen the number of girls who don't have fathers and how it has affected them.
Yeah.
At least like 400-500. And now you can only imagine we have more kids who are coming in. So I think it's okay, but we need to figure out how we can still coexist. Because there's no day I will ever say I'm waking up in the morning. It's like I'll never need a woman in my life. I can do so many things for myself.
Yes.
But a woman plays a different role when she comes in my life.
And you see, like, not all marriages are great. Not all parents are good.
Of course.
So, but the exception is not the rule.
True.
And even look at it like in the most basic way. As a kid, I'd rather have two parents to depend on than one.
Yeah.
I get more help by having like, imagine now if there's sports day, I can't leave work.
Yeah.
And my husband is free at home.
Yep.
he'd go check her out.
Easy.
But if it's just me, first I'd feel like I'm disappointing my daughter. Like even just the most
It'll even stress you. You'll be depressed when your daughter is already depressed as well.
You just need help, and if that's the only thing that's available, for me that's very important.
Very important.
Because I keep telling people, I don't care what I do. If I was caught selling ass on the streets, been arrested in Koinange, I have drugs, I'll always call my mom first.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing I do, at least now, that I do with shame or I do shamefully. I do everything so confidently because I stand 10 toes behind what I do.
True.
Now I can imagine if I had my dad to support me, like even when I'm broke now, probably my mom and be like, hey mom, help me 4Gs, I'll pay you back in a few days.
So imagine if
my mom tells me no, imagine if I could call my dad, even better.
It's even better.
And him, I don't have to pay back.
Yeah, you don't have to. He wouldn't even want you to. He wouldn't even. Your mom would be like, I remember. Hey, wait.
And
so
she's always happy to help, but she's getting older, and I'm also like getting older. So you need things to make sense. But I wish she had help when it came to us.
Yeah.
So that's the only part maybe that.
And even now you start looking at it, you're like, oh, she would have had like a lot of weight off her shoulder.
Yes.
And that's where a man is supposed to
So you can imagine why our relationship was always just so tense, because I'm raising like 5 kids.
Yeah.
Wewe ndo unataka tuanze kudeal na wewe.
That's a lot of work.
Right? And she's a single mom, she's unemployed.
That's a lot of work.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
and
wild.
Even moms, and that's why I give props to old school moms, because like I don't know how they did it. Because now people are crying depression, mental. Okay, nothing wrong with that. But of course,
I'm crying all of that, and I still have no babies.
But can you imagine? Like everybody now is always. But I'm like, I had 3 kids in your life, who are constantly like, mom. They do not know you're broke, and they did such a good job that they didn't make us feel like we don't have enough cash, we don't have nini. But now I think it's in all people's faces. Like even kids have been taught like, you don't have money because your dad is driving this. You don't have money because... So there's pressure all around. But now it's not the most healthiest environment.
It's not. Definitely not. And even for me, because with all the mistakes I've made, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Learning that was like, you just need to sit down and appreciate this is where you are. This is exactly where you are. If you are stripped of everything now, Laura, the only thing you have is a body.
Yep.
You have no money in the bank, and you can't be moving like, I own 3 Lexus in the parking lot. No. You have to show up at work, so you budget. So stories like Panda, Uber 24/7, cut out. Going out, buying an outfit every week, you need to cut out.
Yeah.
Because this materialistic world can drain you.
And I've told people enough times, because even now, like one of the things that I've really grown good at is like finances. And it's one of the things I keep telling people. Now we have these debates like, Gen Z, millennials, and I'm always telling them like, trust me, like this is the most sensitive time, because the more you're wasting money, I can guarantee you'll be homeless. Kitambo, life was cheaper. Now life is not cheap. So any coin that you make, and that's why like I tell somebody, why don't you just use a matatu to go here from here? Like even if it's an assistant, it's like, okay, I'm tired. I'm like maybe you've burnt like 5 sock. Would have used 50 bob. Yeah. That money could have done anything else with it. Buy food, walk in the house with some groceries and any. But if that concept doesn't sink in now, it's okay, but it's going to sink in future. You can't escape the future. It definitely will.
It will. And let me tell you, I think it's a meme, but the advice I'd love to give kindergarten kids is start saving now.
And now.
Start learning where every single penny goes. Start learning the value of money, because you'll stop thinking there's someone who's coming to give me 500,000 and I'll buy my mom that house. Yeah. And then I'll be happy forever because I'll be that bitch. Yeah. We all want to be that bitch. Yeah. But it's costly.
I'm always asking, like, you think we didn't want that? Ama, you think I don't have dreams of being like way...
First, the idea that I don't care how hot you are.
Yeah.
That you think there's just someone who is out there and you'll get them after the first try, you're lying to someone.
I'm getting this one. Yeah.
You're lying to someone and it's not me. Yes. Utafanya trizexka 50, 60.
Yep.
Until you find the right one. And by then, your mental state is just at a...
It's already messed up because of all the bad experiences that you've been through just trying to find this one person.
And... So for me, I've just learned to live within my means. I have to say no, even when I don't want to. Even when like it's taken longer for me to build my career because I said, if it's not in my pocket, if it's not within my financial range, I'm not taking up an opportunity I can't finance myself. Because I remember I used to apply for pageants and I'd need like 100,000. I'm talking to this guy, I'm like, hey, I need tickets, dress.
Yo.
And they're like, how much do you need? 100,000. I've never even seen you. I'm like, but you will. Imagine if you come for my event.
Oh my God.
You get enough no's, you're like, maybe I should find the money if it's that easy to give it out, And then you start seeing that the come up is hard. The come up is so hard.
I keep telling people like, you see, like even when you're describing about like just, finding yourself in a position where you're selling nyanyas and stuff, I keep telling people, I think it's been preached out there. You see people like nowadays buying cars, sending bouquets and everything. I'm like, that's not real life. We have suffered out here. We have suffered. And we're not just saying this to probably the younger generation so that they can feel like, also you guys think we have to work the same way as hard as you to be able to get in these positions. Like what I can tell you is a guarantee. If you don't work hard, you won't make it.
True.
Because it's not going to happen. It just won't happen. You can sit down, hope, pray, all those things. It's just not going to happen.
And I keep telling people the exception is not the rule.
It's not. Those few people you see with those situations.
Instagram is how many million people?
Yep.
There's a billion people, right? And I've even been, like, I remember someone yesterday we were at the cafeteria with my friend Yolanda, and there's someone because Yolanda is like my best friend. And this lady from the office is like, guy, manakulapa, I'm kulangi KFC. And I'm like, first of all, at your big age, stop addressing me like that,
Watch your mouth.
Hey, and, it's, for me, there's always been this misconception that Juna Jok by Mtumba, I mean, rich kid.
Yeah.
Like, I live and meet guys and they're like, hey, Laura, this whole time I thought you were a rich kid. I'm like, do you think I'd be hanging out with you if I had the option?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It'd be my first option around me.
And you buy into that and you're like, maybe because people think of me like this is how I should be, because this is what means to have standard and class.
It just means you carry yourself in a very respectable way. That's all.
Unaoga unapaka mafuta ka lipstick kidogo.
It doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much.
You shouldn't make your appearance or how people view you to subject you to pain that you can't recover from.
That's true.
I keep telling people I've made so many mistakes in life and they've all come to bite me in the ass.
They always come back.
All of them. I don't care if I made out with someone's boyfriend and then I came and told them, actually, your boyfriend is nice. He's so nice. He's so nice. When I was 19, it didn't matter. It came to bite me in the ass.
Yeah.
And that's when I was just like, where? Maybe if you lead a clear path, no one is not going to suffer. We are all going to suffer. No one deserves suffering. It's just the way life is, but not inflicted on yourself. And the pain that is the worst is the one that is in the mind. And that's what changes you, like when
because it can't go away.
You're the only person who's experienced it. It's not visible. You're the only person who knows the remedy. And that's why for me, accountability, honesty, truth, those are my very, very major fundamentals. Because